Hi, everyone. Whew. Thank you so much for being here today. This just means an awful lot to me to be able to offer this to the world. And here you are. Still letting some more people in, so just bear with me for a minute. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Phoenix Rising Star. Ah, we have been, so I have a support group of people here, advanced Hollowbone students and practitioners. When we've been holding this space for about 45 minutes and just building this wonderful field of unconditional love and radiant rainbow light for all of those of you who have said yes, whether you're here live or listening to the recording, there will be a recording of this, um, so that, to support your healing in whatever ways for your highest and best. So we're already all loved up, and we're about to get you all loved up too. And it's a magical, wonderful place to be. So I'm so excited that you said yes to this experience. Whew. All right. So if you can see the chat, I'm going to ask the people that are our support team to put your names in the chat. Those of you that met early with me to build this wonderful field of love and light just to support everybody, would you just put your name in the chat so that people can recognize your energy? And we'll let some more people in. Oh, wow, how nice. Thank you, Jill. Um, let's see. Marie, I think you're there. Yes, there's Marie, there's Shruti. We have a couple more people that have been holding space and energy for you guys, for all of us, for the world, right? Nice. Many of you even came on early just to be in this energy too. And I believe that that's, you're feeling it. So you were responding to it. And I so appreciate that. Yasmin, I know you're in here too. And I haven't seen your name pop up yet. There she is. And Willow. Willow's here too. Great. Oh, yeah. Dawn, you've been waiting for a long time to come in. So thank you for your patience. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so well, let's begin. I like to do just a short introduction first of like what is the hollow bone, because I think based on the registrations, there are maybe some people that don't know what that is. I think intuitively, when you hear the phrase, you kind of understand that it's being a conduit or a channel for source. But beyond that, there's so many subtle nuances that I've had to learn on my own because, well, that's what happens during an initiation. So, an initiation is an opening when spirit says, "Ooh, you're ready for something new. I'm going to bring it to you." And it comes as many times a surprise, and kind of there's kind of this feeling of being a little dumbfounded, like, what just happened? And that's exactly what happened to me. So, let me just kind of give you my little story here, and that'll help you to have a better understanding of what the hollow bone is all about. So, I have been in the healing arts for over 25 years and just really called to do everything. First I jumped in with Reiki and then shamanic work and being a shamanic practitioner and hypnotherapy. And I mean, it's what we do, right? And I called myself an intuitive healer because I would sit in meditation and just ask, what do you want me to do? That's what we're trained to do. We're all trained to do something, right? So put in energy over here, pull some out over here, balance the chakras. Okay, you're good. And it worked. I mean, it worked fine until this one day, the day of my initiation. And on that day, I had a client that came in who had a lot of challenges, and we only had an hour. And I honestly didn't know where to begin. There wasn't anything in my background that I could have pulled from to say, okay, this is going to help you today, because there were so many things going on, and I just thought, I don't know. And I remember turning it over basically and saying, I don't know what to do. Source, spirit, the divine, whatever terminology you want. I don't know what to do. So I hope you have some ideas. And sitting in meditation with my client, we got into our hearts. Well, I wasn't receiving anything, so still didn't know what to do. But in walked Archangel Michael in all of his finery. I mean, he had to be 10 feet tall, glowing with all these rich colors and robes of different colors, and just the power and the love of his presence was unmistakable. And I'd never seen him before. I'm very auditory, so I'd heard him, but I'd never seen him before. And he walked into the room. He walks over to my client, and he pulls something out of the back of her neck. She's lying there asleep, well, in deep meditation. And he pulls something out of the back of her neck that looks like ribbon, ticker tape. He's cleaning it off. He turns to me and he says, all of these things that are bothering her are really about her ancestral patterns. And once we clean those off, everything's going to be fine. She's going to think this was a great, great experience. I'm like, I couldn't move. I couldn't move. There was no reason for me to move, and it wasn't out of fear. It was out of just feeling this intense love and being in awe of experiencing literally a miracle, right? And he tucks that back into the back of her neck, and he bows to me, and he leaves. And I just sat there with my mouth open, and finally inside me I said, and what just happened? And I heard very clearly a voice that said, that was the hollow bone of healing. Well, that still didn't tell me a whole lot, but I mean, I intuitively knew that meant being a conduit, right? For source, for spirit, for the divine. But I didn't know how it happened. And there were so many astounding things about this. I didn't know how it happened, but I knew I had just experienced a miracle. If I could experience a miracle, then maybe I could figure out what were the elements that led up to that miracle. And if I could figure that out, then I could teach that, because I'm such a teacher. If I could teach that to others, then more people would be seeing miracles. I mean, this is my thought process at the time, and it still is. As many people as possible. We want as many people as possible to be able to experience miracles, and why not? Right? Well, the client, jumped up off the table, gave me a great big hug, said that was the best session ever, and ran out the door. She'd never said that before. And that was when I had this sudden realization also, besides witnessing a miracle, was the fact that I wasn't doing anything, right? We're all taught to do something in our therapies, our modalities. But this isn't about doing. This had nothing to do with me. And that was an eye-opening experience, and very humbling, but eye-opening. It's like, and when she came back, my client came back the next week, everything was just magically resolved. Her health was better, her relationships were better, her finances, her career, everything had fallen into place. I didn't know how to do that. What happened had nothing to do with me. And that is one of the biggest lessons about being the hollow bone. Getting out of the way so source can come through. Really allowing source to come through for your highest and best, because that's all source can bring, right? Now, when I asked my helpers what just happened, and they said it's the hollow bone of healing, there was no further information. And when I said, well, how do I do this again? There was no answer. To me, that meant figure it out, because you're going to learn better. You're going to learn more by doing it that way. Well, I went online, of course, right? What about the hollow bone? At that time, online, there was no reference to the hollow bone anywhere. And I know a lot of search engines and I know a lot of ways of searching. It was not showing up. So I knew I was really going to have to figure this out by myself, which also flies in the face of most teachings out there, because most of the time we create something and then, we're like, but this is how it works because we've created it. But this came backwards. I didn't create it, it was handed to me, and I had to figure it out. There was so much about this that was just so contrary and counterintuitive to how we learn and how we respond as alternative healers, right? But it's been a wonderful experience. One of the first things that I learned was in going back and remembering what were the things that happened with this client. Because this was a defining moment. So everything mattered. What was the very first thing we did? Well, I always ask, how would you like your life to be different as a result of what we're about to do? She had a long list. I didn't know what to do. So we got into our hearts, because I had been experimenting with that already. And I was finding that when we're in our hearts, first of all, clients are calmer. They're more receptive. They're more open. Okay, that was a good place to start for her. But also for me as a practitioner, what that does, it grounds me, it centers me, it opens me up for what I need to do in the past. And now it's what I need to be, right? Because I'm not doing anything. So I thought, okay, that was really, really important to get into our hearts. And also, it's not just about being there, but if you can be in a place of unconditional love or experience Source's love for you, then that's even more powerful. But I got a lot of pushback on that. When I started writing about it, I assumed everybody would understand that and be able to jump into that, but that was incredibly naive. I just didn't know. And people were writing me and saying, I don't know how to do that. I don't think I've ever experienced unconditional love. I don't even think my dog is giving it to me. And these are people that have been badly hurt from maybe infancy. And I thought, well, how do I help them experience this then? And that's when the inspiration came through about the power of nature. Even if you're living in the heart of New York City, where do you go when the sun is shining? Where do you go when you just need to ground out? Everybody goes to the parks, right? Or they go to the beach. They find someplace outside where they can either lie in the grass or play in the sand or whatever. Because nature makes everybody feel better. Nature is pure love. We just never really call it that. Many times we'll feel peaceful in nature, maybe even contentment in nature. And those are all attributes of unconditional love. You go to where you feel good. So once I started getting people into a place in nature, the results were much better to have people step into that flow of source energy. And when we're in that flow of source energy, it's what I call everything and nothing. It's palpable. You can feel it. You can sense it. You know it. And it feels like everything, because it's all connected to source. Everything's connected to source. But it's also nothing, because you're just allowing and you're not doing anything. Again, it flies in the face of what we're trying to do, right? So when you step into that place, it's that place of everything and nothing. It's like a very profound silence. It's almost like an emptiness, but it's not. It's a fullness at the same time. It's such a paradox. I can't wait to have you experience it today. There's nothing like it. And it just feels like a bit of heaven. If there if you can imagine heaven. And if that's not a concept you aspire to, then imagine the greatest feeling in the world, whatever you might call that. That's what we're going to experience today. There's been a lot more that I've learned about the hollow bone, and they're all subtleties that are very powerful. And I'll introduce you to just a little bit of them today. One of them is when we go to a place in nature today, you're also going to have a helper that's going to meet you. Some people would use the term spirit helper, but other people get freaked out by that. So if that doesn't work for you, you can call it a divine helper or an angel, archangel, ascended master, spirit of love, spirit of light, right? Those things might be a little less confrontational for some of you. And you will have a helper who is for your highest and best. That can also be a power animal, right? It doesn't have to be a two-legged form, and it could be formless. And sometimes they don't even like to have names because names confine them too much. So when you meet your helper, though, one really important thing is that power of love again. This is how they make their presence known. They come in on this wave of love, just like what I felt with Archangel Michael. So palpable, so real. There wasn't anything else. There wasn't anything else. No other feeling could be there. And it emits an immediate feeling of trust. We trust love. Now, if you're not familiar with the concept of love, then it may feel more like a warmth or a tingling or a sense of peace or comfort. But even power animals will greet you with love, right? And a power animal is any animal that has an attribute that you need, just if you didn't know that. So I just wanted to prepare you ahead of time. We're going to go to a place in nature. We're really going to relish the feelings that come through in that place. We're going to meet with a helper. And that helps the flow of source energy to come through. It's like having someone hold your hand or rub up against you or hug you, where you just feel supported. Not to mention, you have already been supported in this beautiful field of unconditional love, radiant rainbow light, and so much more by the very people who have been through the program and know how to create this field and can do it with sheer intention so that it's for your highest and best. That's all Source can bring to you, is your highest and best. Now, one other thing, if you have an intention for today, because I realize that this is marked as a healing meditation, and it is very healing. But what is healing? Sometimes it doesn't show up in the ways we think it should, right? So with healing, there's two different things. There's healing and there's curing. Curing is where your presiding symptoms will go away. Like if you have a bad headache now, but after the meditation you don't have it, that would be called a curing. But say that you have something else going on in your life, and it's more challenging than that. Sometimes healing comes in as opposed to curing. Healing is more about being at peace with where you are, understanding this is where you need to be right now, and you're on your journey. That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So just allow it to be what it is for you. I can't wait to have you experience this. All right, Is everybody ready? Anybody have any questions? If you have a question, um, I think we better put them in the chat because we've got a lot of people here. So, 2 a.m. Wow, thank you so much. This is going to put you right to sleep. Into a beautiful sleep. All right. But if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat before we start. Our beautiful support system has already been going for almost an hour now. Isn't that amazing? All right. I'm not seeing any questions, so why don't we turn off our videos? I'm going to start that beautiful music again. It just helps to really get us into our heart space, and this will help us to not have any distractions while we're doing so. All right, that started right up, didn't it? Okay, close your eyes and get comfortable wherever you are. Some people like to lie down and others prefer to sit or even stand. Oh, yes, you may state your intention in the chat if you'd like. And that would be true of everybody while we're getting settled. All right. Allow your breathing to just get slow and steady. Paying attention to your inhale and, at least for the first few breaths, exhaling through your mouth, and make it a slower exhale than your inhale. When you do this for about 5 or 6 breaths, you are detoxing. You're detoxing your body, letting out more carbon dioxide. But you're also detoxing your emotions and letting them go. Wonderful. Oh, this is wonderful. You're also detoxing your belief systems, letting go of those that aren't working for you, which automatically is replaced by something that works better. This is beautiful, you guys. And also detoxing your spirit, because our spirit gets tired sometimes, or it feels tired. Maybe that's an illusion. But maybe we can release the tiredness through our exhale. Good. And then when you feel more balanced, you can go back to just breathing as you normally would. Or you can continue on that way if you'd like. I invite you at this time to think of a beautiful place in nature where you've been before. Now, maybe it's a place from your childhood, or maybe it's a place from your adulthood. Maybe it's a place you only visited once and it just was so magical you couldn't forget it. Wherever it is, just place yourself there. Like you're right there in the middle of it, experiencing it all over again. Just immerse yourself into it, getting really comfortable as you surround yourself with this beauty. noticing the color green. Because every place in the world has green. Even in the desert, even in the winter, you'll find green. Because green is nature's healing color. It's the color of rebirth and renewal and regeneration. Just notice how many shades of green you're observing in your beautiful place. And really feel it. Feel that green and inhale that green. Take it all the way inside of you. And allow for healing. You might also notice the color blue, because blue is very prevalent in nature. Color of angels and archangels. Color of peace, safety. And just feel that, immerse yourself in it. Inhale it. Allow it to be in, through, and all around you. As you take in that peace and serenity. In your beautiful place in nature, you might notice other colors that call to you at this time. Just make a note of those colors, knowing you can explore them later. Turn your awareness to the sounds in your beautiful place in nature, the natural sounds that are there. Maybe it's birds singing, or maybe it's the sound of the wind or water or animals. Maybe it's the hush of profound silence that you love so much. Feeling the temperature of the day on your skin and noting how perfect it is. Smelling the fragrances of your beautiful place. Maybe through the flowers, or even the water, the soil, anything that's unique and distinct. And just hold all these sensations in your heart, letting them mingle there together. And just notice how your body feels in this moment. noticing your mind and how it's reacting or not. Maybe even feeling a sense of peace. You might notice a wave of loving energy, even though you might not describe it that way. But definitely what we would call good energy coming towards you, kind that puts a smile on your face. And this is your loving helper for today. First, coming on that wave of loving energy to help you allow Source to flow through you. Just allow their love to flow through you, into your heart, and all through you. It's their way of connecting with you, of communicating with you. And if you feel comfortable, you can extend your love back to this very high level helper. Because what you're doing is acknowledging the communication, honoring it, and expanding it. This helper is directly from Source, as we all are, and is helping you to open up to allow the flow of Source energy through you. The place of everything and nothing. A place where guidance and messages can come through. Where healing and curing can happen. And whatever is for your highest and best will take place. So just allow, and I'll be very quiet while you're allowing that. The longer you stay in this place of everything and nothing, the deeper you go. Even though we'd love to stay there as long as possible, when you're first doing this, it's a little easier if you just do it in short amounts of time. But we have one more thing left, so don't come out too fast. As you're sitting there, still in your beautiful place in nature, just get a sense of all the other beautiful places in nature that are on the call right now. The world is a beautiful place, and there's probably no two that are alike in terms of where we are today. And as you become aware of that, let's tighten our circle a little bit so that all of our beautiful places are edge to edge with each other. And the only thing that you're sharing is the love of nature. Maybe peace, maybe contentment. But that's all that can be shared through our tightening of our circle. And feel the concentric circle that is just building and building from this place of love and peace. It's bigger than our circle. It's bigger than everybody on this call. It's bigger than everybody who registered for this. It's big enough to encircle the planet and beyond. And just allow that to be. You don't have to do anything. Just allow. And if you'd like to continue staying in this place without any interruption, I am going to be bringing us back, and we are going to do a little sharing. So if you would rather not be a part of that, I totally understand, and you could leave the meeting at this time. Thank you for making the world a better place. And for those of you that are feeling that you would like to be included in the sharing, a part of the sharing, or witness the sharing, you're more than welcome to stay on. The field will continue. This loving field, this peaceful field will continue for as long as it's needed. Isn't that beautiful? And for now, I invite you to gently bring yourself back into your body, becoming aware of your room and your surroundings. feeling the energy in your body, the peacefulness, the beauty, and any other words you want to use. So that when you open your eyes, you're going to be seeing with those eyes of love and peace and beauty flowing through you because you allowed Source to flow through you. And when you are ready, you can turn on your videos and come back into your body. Yes. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, so many beautiful faces smiling back. Wow, you guys are incredible. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing experience, at least from my end. I'd love to hear your experience. I think we can hear from, well, there's two ways. I think we can do it both. Uh, you can put something in the chat if that feels more comfortable for you. But you can also raise your hand and then we can. Oh, okay, Mighty, you're first.
Hi, I just so excited. Do you hear me? Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay. So usually when I feel, let's say in my fountain, I call my fountain what I am. I feel this huge love and tears come out of me. So I know it's real. It's like my confirmation. And the helper I had, it was unexpected. It was a whirlpool, like a water energy turquoise whirlpool, very powerful, and was going through all my body. I set my intention that I wanted to improve or understand or evolve all my relationship, but it's starting from inside, like with all my aspects, because there are aspects of me that I know, some I don't know, some I ignore, some I complain, some I judge. I say, I want this, to make peace and be a whole being. That's what I want for me and for everybody else. Because if we are whole and if we don't judge, there are no war, no conflict. So what's my original intention? And this whirlpool, I really feel it, like in my eyes, in my ears, like all in my senses first, and then inside my whole body, starting with the bones. My bones were like dissolving, was like just dissolving, and I was in the like in a star, in the middle of a star, just dissolving and letting things happen. And I was able to, I don't know, let myself be erased. Like, I don't care. I
Yes.
can be erased. I am, and the moment, this moment that there is everything and nothing is like for me, when a drop of water fall into the ocean and then arise, that precise moment where it is inside. So that's my experience. I am very grateful
Oh,
and I thank you.
oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my goodness. Magus.
I I like my dad. Um I know it's real because my eyes will start to tear. The tears, and and there's, it's there. It's not like there's an emotion like sadness or joy, or it's just there. It's like that overwhelming love, and it just makes my eyes bubble over.
I have the same
So I
thing.
love that I love that we all share that. This was so. Boy, did I, as soon as I entered the room, the chat or the call here. I kept building and building and building. And it was like just listening to you talk and being here. I could feel it. And it was like, I'm not even in the meditation yet. and it's and and it's just so beautiful and calming. And when I got into my place in nature, which is my favorite spot on the shore of Lake Erie, I had a few helpers. And the first thing that happened is my great grandmother was sitting on the rocks next to me.
Oh,
And I never met her when she was alive, but she's been around. I do a lot of ancestor work, and it was the most beautiful thing because we were just sitting there holding hands and looking out at the lake and enjoying it
oh,
and just enjoying it together. And she just had my hand, and we're looking at the trees and over across the peninsula to which the spot you can see Cedar Point from it, if anybody's familiar with that. Anyway, so we're looking at the amusement park, and she's just so grateful to be there with me. And it was such a beautiful healing experience for somebody who has had um, such a disconnect from their own family. And she just, I'm always with you.
oh.
I'm always here, and I'm so happy to share this with you. And it was so beautiful and loving. And she just sat there and held my hand the entire time.
Wow. Oh, man.
And
Oh.
and I just, and it wasn't even, I've seen her, she's come to me younger too, like from her Gibson girl hair days. And but this was great grandma, and she had on, more of the 30s, 40s clothing from photos that I've seen, and was just absolutely beautiful. And I had other spirit helpers come in, ones I did not expect to come in, as they usually do, but it was just sort of lifting away things that they were, that they had been helping me with. And there was another sort of soul deconstruction. Soul, what do you call that when it, yes. Like,
Like a soul remembering?
no, the one where
Oh,
like your soul kind of breaks apart, the
the
deconstruction.
dismemberment. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's a
That's the
horrible
word.
word, but it's
It's a
really.
horrible, well, it's a horrible word, but it was like I was lifted up in the sky to the sun and just sort of melted away in water.
Yeah.
And then it was like rainbows, sort of oh gosh, talk about radiant rainbow light, just these rainbows that came out of it to reconstruct. It just absolutely beautiful. And then when we tightened our circle, it was the most beautiful thing because I I experienced all of you in these places, all of your joy. I saw somebody like it was like sitting on a pier, kicking their feet. Somebody else been like standing in a beach, somebody surrounded by forest, and um, really just also connecting to the earth, connecting to Gaia, and that love coming through our entire circle. And I'm so glad I could just sit back and receive for that one. I really deeply appreciate this, and I'm so grateful for all of you on this call.
Oh,
Thank you for being a part of that.
oh, Magus, that's just beautiful. Thank you for really sensing into what it felt like when we were all connecting our energies together. I was hoping somebody would mention that, so thank you.
It's the cute that a lot of you were so happy there, and it just, oh, I love it.
Oh,
I loved it so much.
we need that. We need to go back to that, right?
Mm,
Thank you, Magus.
you're welcome.
I see in the chat here, Willow says, love the flow of light, beautiful, greatest gratitude as the rainbow light radiates into the world. Peace. Yes. And Mary wrote, my place and my helper was a tree. I hadn't thought about that tree in a long time, but that tree was a friend to me growing up, and she protected me and loved me. I felt safe in her branches when my world was not safe. How I was able to find that safe place in nature as a young child? Was it intuitive or the divine giving me a place to feel love and safety? Maybe both. I don't really know, but I'm grateful that I had that. And now, as you type this, I feel tears of healing. Oh, oh, thank you, Mary. Mary, that was just beautiful. Yeah, you're lucky that you had that place as a child, and doubly lucky you can go back to it now. Whew, anytime, anytime. Would anybody else care to share? Just leave that open. Yes. Mom tree. Yes. Oh, yes. Trees are so special. Anyone else? I would especially like to hear from, well, all of you, of course, whoever feels like it, but I was curious about what the people who were holding this field of love and radiant rainbow light were feeling, and wondering if you wanted to share anything from that. The support team. Yasmin?
It was a very,
You're going to have to talk a little louder.
I'm sorry. Yes, I have to speak a bit louder. I have to come out and speak a bit louder. I'm in such a lovely place.
Yeah. We were all like, ooh.
I could see myself like holding this beautiful bowl of water, and an angel just came down, and it just like it it like crystallized in all these colors, and I've been gone in that. But the message I had was, this is the age, this is the age of compassion. Okay? And it's the rise of consciousness now. And it's like, but I was just lost, you know. I was just lost in the light and the love and everything, and it was so hard to come back.
Oh,
But here I am.
here you are. Oh, that was a
Thank you so
beautiful.
much, everybody.
Well, thank you, Yasmin. That was a beautiful visualization and message that you received. And I think it will help everyone. Thank you.
Well, for me, I just it's like I became the light that just like the light behind me. I felt my body just expanded and all the lines, the outline of my physical body just melted into the energy field. And I just was so big and expansive and just like my energy and the energy of everyone else holding the circle was just weaving together and just a protective field around our circle of healing. And you just become part of that energy and you feel so complete, so whole. The way we're co-joined, it just feels so right. And that the separateness that we experience in this material world is so wrong.
Yeah.
And you do feel off balance. I felt just perfectly balanced and supported and whole, and that energy was just flowing like the spring floods. It was just coming in and filling that circle. it was a very beautiful state to be in that I didn't want to come back from, but
I know nobody does. Nobody does. Oh, God.
oh,
Wow. Thank you, Marie.
oops, meant to click.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Yeah.
Willow.
Yes, yes, this was beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Phoenix, I've done many meditations with you, and being a part of the preparation just really took this to a whole nother level for me. And I'm so grateful to be here and to be with each one of you. It started out as feeling myself in circles within circles of light. It was like each one of us was bringing our little worlds into this container, and that the light was just amplifying for each one of us as the circle continued to expand. And then, similar to Marie, I was feeling the source light coming into my body, and then it was radiating out into my field and just expanding even more and more out into the world. And this is such an honor and a privilege to set this intention for the healing of our planet and our world. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Willow. That was just so precise and clear. And thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Karen.
Hi. I just wanted to say that I could actually see all the people that were holding the energy. I could just see the serenity that they were feeling and emanating. You could, it was just this energy just coming through that was just so beautiful, so peaceful, so serene. And so my place in nature wasn't any that I don't think I've ever visited in this lifetime, but it was just this beautiful rolling hills of, like green pasture. And I really loved when you asked us to all join together to all the places in nature because I started getting so many different visual images. I was seeing the ocean, I was seeing the waterfall, I was seeing the sunset and the sunrise, and then it was interesting because I actually even saw a volcano. So I don't
Ooh,
know if anybody had
magic.
chose a volcano as a place in nature, but it wasn't destructive, it was just like, a beautiful radiant energy. And I just found that all great. So thank you so much for offering this today.
Oh, thank you for your awareness of all of it. Thank you for being here and being a part of it.
Thanks.
Whew. Andra says, thank you for this experience. It was wonderfully relaxing and healing. I need to go. Glad everyone was here. Thank you so much, Andra. Let's see here. We got Shruti. She has to jump off. Okay. All right. Wow, you guys. Well, yep, it sounds like people are leaving and it's about time. We've been on for about an hour. Well, some of you have been on longer, but wow, thank you. Yes. Oh, I just love reading everybody's. Let's see, where's, oh, wait, I lost my chat here a second. There we are. Okay. Oh, good. I'm happy that it helped you. Thank you so much. So, if anybody has any last minute things you would like to share, would love to hear from you. And otherwise, thank you everyone for making the world a better place.
I can share something.
Thank you.
So, I got a message instantly from when we first started, and it was, we're never too late, we're always on time.
That's perfect.
And then I want to piggyback off of Megas and Karen about, Megas with the dismemberment. I kind of had a similar thing where like it felt like my cells were being scraped
Yeah.
and the chakras were being balanced. So that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And then also when you had, told us all to connect, I was seeing all kinds of things too, like the dunes, um, the tropical forest, the ocean. There was just so many beautiful places, and it felt like we were all just suspended in this unity of everything and nothing, like you said. It was really, really peaceful. Um, yeah, so thank you for doing this, and thank you for, everybody that's here. It just made it that much more special.
Absolutely. There's something about the energy of a group, right, that is so profound. And I'm so happy that so many of you were able to distinguish that, because for me, I really believe this is the way to change our world. Imagine if all the boardrooms started their meetings this way. I'm just thinking the world would change vastly. But yeah, thank you, Irma. Claire says, thank you so much, Phoenix. Loved it. I was on the Isle of Skye in Scotland looking out across the sea and the islands. I had an iguana visit me. I felt so at peace and ease, suspended in the energy. Oh, how beautiful is that? Don says, grateful for you all, feeling the love and support around nature is my special place. Always love your guidance, Phoenix Rising Star. Love the connecting of us all. Very special. Thank you. Shade. Oh, hello. I haven't heard from you for a long time. Once we connected to the group, I felt and saw a ball of light come towards me, and I relaxed and felt better, and my solar plexus cleared and felt better. Woo! Yay. Yay. Good to have you. Oh, I'm happy to have you on. That's wonderful. I've been thinking about you, thinking, oh, it's tax season. I can't talk to her yet. Too busy. Oh, wow. This is wonderful. Yeah. Good place to be doing this work is at the office. Absolutely. Let's make the world a better place. Oh, wonderful. Last call for anybody else who would like to jump in with anything at all that you want to share. Oh, this is so beautiful. You guys are amazing. Oh, well, I thank you so much. Those of you that came early to create that wonderful sacred space. I can't talk when I get all excited. And those of you that patiently waited to come in, and those of you who came in and just jumped right in with both feet to experience this. This is, I'm convinced, the way to change the world. And so you will receive a recording. I invite you to listen to the meditation as many times as you need to. And I think it will probably be posted in a place where it's easily accessible too, so you won't have to download it. Thank you very much, everyone, for your love and for your light that you bring to the world. And yes, let's just continue making the world a better place. And right back at you. Thank you, everyone. Nice, a power animal. Yay. Soulful leadership, yes, on the rise. Thank you, thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh.